Avid outdoors women Shauna Dempsey and Laurie Milan had long experienced frustration in the bush. They knew that scientists and conservationists had allowed lesbian flora and fauna to wither and decline, to survive in isolated communities often invisible to a casual observer. Such official indifference perturbed these conscientious naturalists. However, during a sortie through the lesbian wetlands, they struck upon an idea that would change the face of conservation history. What if, they wondered, an organization existed to service and protect the lesbian wild?
Look.
This question inflamed their minds as they paddled resolutely on. Each punishing stroke carried them closer to their destiny. Future Lesbian Rangers Dempsey and Milan knew that they were no longer simply traversing lake, stream, and bog. They had begun a nobler journey that would lead to the fulfillment of a lifelong dream: to wear a uniform. Welcome to Lesbian National Parks and Services. Lesbian National Parks and Services was founded in 1997 to increase awareness and sensitivity to the complex, varied, and sometimes fragile lesbian ecosystem.
Like, this is the biggest water route to the bay.
Right.
Not as rapid.
Yeah, and the problem is that it's getting late in the season.
It's advantageous that we're in the geographic center of North America, and I think we should head straight up the lake and the Nelson to the bay.
Dempsey and Milan felt that lesbianism was too important to be left solely in the hands of hobbyists. A needs assessment of all sapphic species was long overdue. Our founding foremothers knew that this invaluable research could consume a lifetime, and yet, undaunted, they began.
With the formation of LNPS arose the need for a visible presence, an official force entrusted with the task of lesbian resource management. Hence, the Lesbian Ranger Corps was born.
And really our goals are threefold. They're education, research, and recruitment. But before we can do anything, we have to identify the regions in which lesbianism, through no fault of its own, has not taken root and multiplied.
The Rangers have dedicated their lives to the creation of an environment in which lesbians of all genus and species can flourish.
It's deeply satisfying work, driven by a genuine interest in lesbian biology.
There's nothing else I'd rather do. Well, where should we begin?
I don't know, it's been a big day. I'm quite concerned about the catfish that we saw earlier.
Oh yeah, 3 eyes, that's not good.
Only the finest woodswomen, driven by a desire to right wrongs, to help others, and to touch and be touched by a plethora of needy lesbians, would embark on a mission so wide-ranging and so all-consuming.
What a privileged existence we live. Here in Mother Nature's playground.
True enough. Hard work, though.
Certainly, this work can take its toll. The physical demands of full-time lesbianism leave the Rangers limp by day's end. Their bodies have been pushed to their limits and are spent. However, the hearts and minds of these highly trained professionals remain keen, eagerly awaiting adventures yet to come.
We're often asked, what makes a lesbian ranger tick? Of course, each ranger is as different from each other, as one snowflake from the next, but I'd have to say the ranger's sense of duty is her primary characteristic.
To harness this fervour into a honed, efficient team, Dempsey and Milan developed a rigorous training regime which focuses upon the preservation of lesbian life in all its forms.
The Lesbian Ranger recruit is put through her paces, probing the ins and the outs of every lesbian species, from the lowly microbe to the mighty mammal, from the tiny spore to the thrusting oak. But the grueling demands of LNPS Academy are nothing compared to the emotional roller coaster she will experience in everyday lesbian life. Not bad.
The future lesbian ranger must be ready at a moment's notice to perform mouth-to-mouth resuscitation or to carry a lesbian casualty to the safety of her base camp. Her every fibre may ache, and occasionally she may moan. Yet the recruit sallies forth, strengthened by the knowledge that her training is an essential step in preparation for a career in lesbianism.
It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. If I'm successful at passing the induction process, I will have truly earned the right to call myself a ranger. Yeah, that's right.
You have to be in tip-top shape, especially emotionally.
Okay, let's try it.
I like it.
I actually really suggest that you carry a piece of cord in your pocket at all times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lesbianism is not for the faint of heart.
But it can be so rewarding.
That's it, yeah, and then just kind of through.
Do I test the balance?
Good.
Very good.
You know, it's really a calling. A life much more than a mere lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
But the legs.
Well, this legs
look like they might.
But the boots, you know, she's not going to be able to.
So you can't.
It's not ideal, you know. We should.
A lesbian ranger is called upon from dawn till dusk and well into the night.
365 days a year, 24/7.
That was fun.
That's very good. Now you see, maybe it was a bit tight, you see, because we have some pretty serious markings here. But your fingers, you can wiggle your fingers still. And can you move your fingers?
Our great duty calls us onward, across the breadth of this domain. Lesbian Rangers striding briskly with the love of our dear name. We are proud and true and well pressed to on city streets and plains. The force goes marching on. Range, oh lesbians forever. Serve, oh lesbians forever. Probe, oh lesbians together. The force goes marching on. Let us be a friend to the flowers, rocks, and trees. Let us love our fellow ranger and live all that love means. Let us stand up tall, smile through it all, and work to swell the team. The force goes marching on. Range, oh lesbians forever. Serve, oh lesbians wherever. Probe, oh lesbians together. The force goes marching on.
Congratulations. Welcome to the force. Welcome to.
Not everyone has what it takes to wear the world-famous uniform. The neat and trim ranger must embody lesbian tidiness in all kinds of weather, from sea to sea, and well beyond. The tireless rangers can be found in virtually all terrain. These far-flung missions allow them to get to know local flora and fauna intimately. However, fieldwork also provides frequent contact with the general public and ample opportunity to elucidate the lessons that nature so eloquently teaches. These brief but meaningful encounters do much to enlighten all who meet the ranger.
Often amateur naturalists just need their eyes opened to lesbian realities. And then the first questions are always, where are the lesbians? How can I find one?
Especially in environments such as we see here in Banff that have been aggressively colonized by consumer culture, where seasonal shopping frenzies and the primacy of family recreation have all but obliterated low-lying lesbian populations.
From mountain peaks to ocean depths, prairie plains to desert sands, the duo is dogged.
Fascinating species, both to seed and flowering.
Rangers Dempsey and Milan leave no stone or lesbian unturned, all in the name of research.
In extreme geographies, such as this one, it's easy for lesbian life to be overshadowed by the stark beauty of the landscape. However, it's important to note that in all species, large, small, animal, vegetable, there exists a wide range of sexual tastes and peccadillos. Everywhere that life exists, lesbianism exists.
Take a moment from your busy day to question the heterosexual model. Ask yourself, what is nature and what is natural? Do your own research, experiment, and be careful not to step on the lesbians.
All who see the lesbian rangers in long-wearing, wrinkle-free polyester are inspired. Their presence serves as a symbol and reminds us that camouflage does not ensure long-term survival. Rangers Dempsey and Milan have learned that to study lesbians, one must seek out their natural habitats. This intrepid team has become expert at tracking and have discovered lesbian watering holes in the most desolate of environments.
Frequent forays are conducted in all kinds of weather to assess the health of various lesbian populations. Rigorous field work is followed by collation of data, preparation of educational material, and reports to relevant authorities.
Even at this early hour, a range of lesbians are present, engaged in a variety of display behavior.
Some data collection missions are more perilous than others. Remember, lesbians can be dangerous when mating and hate to be interrupted.
This one looks difficult.
It is. Please give me a little space. Okay.
How are we going to get that one in?
It's called a jump shot. Just stand back a bit. Okay.
Fascinating. I've never seen a jump shot.
Okay. Back off.
Oh, too bad.
That was a $5 shot. You made me miss a $5 shot.
Okay, grow up. Shake hands.
Goodness sakes, I'm dreadfully sorry. My apologies.
Okay. My problem. You're okay.
Despite all adversity, the stalwart Lesbian Rangers trudge on. Whether they are seeking an endangered lesbian wildflower or fleeing a surly nocturnal bar rat, nothing keeps this duo from their duty.
Natural selection is really just about sexual selection.
Yeah, who's the cutest?
Survival of the fittest.
It's a lesbian eat lesbian world.
There.
Hey, what are you?
Oh, we represent Lesbian National Parks and Services, one of the world's special elite forces.
Cool. Can I join?
You may find the induction process rather daunting. Male members are few and far between in LNPS.
I should join.
No you don't.
Have a good day.
Bye. Bye.
I just think they're so courageous. I mean, they talk about things I've never even thought about. It's as if I'm seeing the world through brand new eyes.
Excuse me, sir. Could you stop right there?
What's wrong?
Do you realize what your t-shirt says?
Oh yeah, that's why I bought it.
Okay, that t-shirt, I regret to inform you, is very inappropriate here in a lesbian nature preserve.
What the hell is that?
While patrolling forest vales, city streets, and well-trod recreation sites, the Lesbian Ranger is ever vigilant in ensuring that neither lesbians nor their environments are directly threatened. In order to more effectively fight this battle, the force has developed a ticketing system to penalize violators. A variety of infractions are punishable by fine. These misdemeanors include inappropriate heterosexual behavior and flirtation without intent.
Doug.
And your last name?
Dubrovnik.
This is not always the most pleasant of duties. Heterosexual interlopers, usually biped and traveling in packs, pose the greatest challenge. Despite the difficulties and risks involved, it is essential that these organisms are rebuffed.
I ain't paying that thing. I don't care what it is.
Sir, I regret to inform you that your t-shirt is inappropriate. I must issue you a violation for offensive t-shirt, fine, $100 to be remit as soon as possible.
You gotta be joking.
Or else
This
the
is a
fine
joke.
will increase. I am an authorized ranger, as you can tell, with Lesbian National Parks and Services.
It's important that ignorance and indifference be replaced with enlightenment and appreciation in order to protect the lesbian ecosystem.
Thank you very much.
I'm not paying.
Sir?
$100? I'm not paying.
Sir, if you wish no further inconvenience to yourself, I seriously suggest that you comply.
I've never even heard of you.
In.
We entreat you, when necessary, to perform citizen arrests.
Clearly, there is much work to be done. Despite their competence, commitment, and cheerful pluck, the Lesbian Rangers can't do it all single-handedly.
There's room for everyone at Lesbian National Parks and Services. From our exciting Junior Ranger Corps to the Lesbian Ranger Reserve, we offer something for every age and lifestyle.
And for those truly committed to an exhaustive life of lesbianism, consider becoming a full-fledged Lesbian Ranger.
Well, at first I was sort of nervous about it, but once I'd made up my mind to try, it all came so naturally.
Eligible lesbians come from all walks of life and are united by a deep-seated desire to serve and be serviced. The golden rule of the Lesbian Ranger, tried and true, guides their every footfall.
Do unto lesbians as you would have lesbians do unto you.
Well said, Junior Ranger.
Lesbian National Parks and Services wants you.
We need you.
Together, we can make a difference.
Range on, oh lesbians. Range on.